What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I am so sorry that I sound like Kermit the Frog. I have a little bit of a head cold. We're just gonna have to push past it. I'll probably have to sniffle a few times. Again, I'm sorry, but I really wanted to make this video. I am feeling fine. This is not doing very well. It's been super rainy. It's like hot, and then it was cold, and then it was rainy, and my allergies don't like that, alright? But anyways, we're going to dive right into this video, and today we're going to be talking about how to land your dream client, the person that you want to work with the absolute most. We're going to be talking about that, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. I think of clients exactly like I think of making friends. So you want to be yourself, first and foremost. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to make up this whole persona that you're not. People see right through lies. They see right through fakeness, and that is the number one thing I think people mistake when they go to make new friends. It's like, oh, you like reading? Well, I love reading. In reality, they never read, you know? And so people can read right through that. Get it? Read. They see right through that, and I think that it just takes away, like, you're not authentic with them, and it makes them not trust you, because if you're lying about who you are, why would they trust you to make a product or a video or whatever with them, you know? And so I look at clients as building relationships, because that's what you want. You want to form a good, solid relationship with people. You want to make them trust you. You want them to rely on you. And so when you're talking to people, just be yourself. Let them know what you're fully capable of. I think that we've all, blushed up our resumes a little bit, but as long as you can fulfill that, as long as you trust yourself and they can tell that you trust yourself, it's going to make people trust you. So I would say the number one thing about, even just starting a relationship with clients is be honest, be yourself, be trustworthy, because you're getting paid for a product, So if they can fully trust you, then they're going to trust you with their money and how you're portraying their brand, And so that is tip number one. I would for sure just be yourself. They're going to love you. Be confident, be you, just be real. Tip number two is don't be afraid to go after it. When I was first starting out, I was putting such a limit on myself. I was like, maybe one day I'll be able to work with so-and-so, when I get better, when I get bigger, this and that. And I was limiting myself, and I was like already putting a cap on my possibilities, when in reality, the possibilities are endless, and I was like, I have to get better, I have to do this and I have to do that. And you definitely do. Like, you do have to have a level of production to work with an ideal brand, but that doesn't mean that within your first year you can't accomplish that. As long as you're working really hard, you're getting better every single day, don't be afraid to go after the clients that you want. Put yourself out there. I have no problem with reaching out to brands and reaching out to clients. We're in a digital age. It is not like you have to have a business card and somebody had to have passed it on to somebody else at this point. Word of mouth is fantastic. Like, I love when people recommend me word to mouth, but like I said, I do live in a digital age to where if I see a brand on Instagram, screw it. Like, I'm reaching out to them, I am DMing them, I'm like, hey, here are my capabilities, here's what I can provide for you, here's why you should work with me. Don't forget that part. Brands get reached out to every single day. Why should they work with you? Why are you different? What can you provide them that somebody else can't? And that goes back to being your true self. Every creator is different. I think that is the greatest part of this community, is everybody is different. You can have the same camera, the same lens, you can have the same shot, given everything, even stock images, and you are going to do it differently than somebody else. Because you are different. You are you, and that is it. You can try to imitate somebody, or even just like practice what they're doing, but you are, at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, what, I like this a little bit darker, I like this a little bit lighter, this color should come over here, and it doesn't matter where you start, what you have a creativity that nobody else has, and that is the privilege of being a creative. It is so amazing that you can sit down with somebody and you can just collab creatively because you're both just so different and you just mesh so well together. And that's what you have to do with brands. You have to take your creativity and what they are looking for and blend it together and make it something magical. You just have to be creative. You just have to know what you bring to the table. You have to be confident. Reach out to them. Don't be like, hey, I'm a first year, like, I want to try this and that. Be like, hey, I know what I bring to the table. Here's what I can do for you. I think this would be absolutely amazing. With the authentic part is you actually use this brand. You actually, you love the brand. If they can see that you love what they do, they're going to love what you do because it's true passion with everybody. Everybody's happy. Everybody's loving what they have in front of them. And I think that's a huge one is don't just reach out to a random brand just because you want an opportunity. Like, love the project that you're going to work on. You're not going to be, over the moon with every single little thing that you do, which, I mean, you should try to. But sometimes, you get a project and it's like, oh, I really thought I would like this, but you didn't. Still make sure you give it your 100%, But I think that reaching out to brands and just, it doesn't even have to be a brand. Reaching out to whatever client is your dream and just go for it. Send it. Who cares if they don't respond? It's going to hurt you a little bit for sure, but at least you've tried, You don't want to live all this way and be like, man, I wish that I would have reached out to Nissan and filmed that GTR all those years ago, because what if they would have said yes? You would have had no idea if you didn't reach out. So tip number 2 is just send it. Just do it. Reach out. Who cares if they say no? Tip number 3 is surrounding yourself with people who are going to get you to your dream client. Now, this is not saying like, only hang out with so-and-so because they have connections. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to network with people that have similar goals as you. So if, like I said, if I want to be a car photographer, then I'm going to hang out with people who are already in the industry as car photographers. Maybe they're people that I look up to, or they're just somebody that has the same passion as me, even if they're not already in the community. If you have somebody with you that's like, hey, I really want to be a car photographer too, go to events together. You two go network and just broaden your horizons. Go to car meets. Go to your local racetrack. Put yourself in situations that you can find your ideal client. If I want to be a NASCAR photographer, I'm not going to a concert and shooting those types of images, right? I'm going to your local track, your car meet. Go to the Walmart at midnight on a Saturday night. I guarantee you there's going to be like a car meet or something going on, So what I'm saying is put yourself in situations that you want to already be in. If somebody's in the pits and they have access, find them after the race or something and be like, hey, how did you get into this? What advice do you have for me? Like I said, in the last tip, don't be afraid to reach out to people. 9 times out of 10, people want to help others. If somebody slid in my DMs, they were like, hey, how do I get into this? How do I do this and that? I would happily tell them because I don't mind sharing advice. And you will have those gatekeeping people that they're not going to help you. But that's okay because others want to. So when you put yourself into situations where others want you to win and you want to win, you're gonna win, You have to be able to go into situations and just network. Learn how to talk to people. Learn everything about what you want to do. If you want to shoot that GTR, you better know the ins and outs of that GTR because why wouldn't you? If that's what you want to do, learn it. Learn it like the back of your hand. Be confident when you go up there. When you're talking to people, if you go up to a dealership and you're like, hey, I can make you a really sick commercial for this GTR. And they're like, okay, well, what kind of engine does it have in it? It's like, if you don't even know the simple of like, oh, it has this engine in it, why would they hire you? Why? You have to show your passion. All of these tips go together. You have to be passionate and real. You have to be yourself. You have to be truthful with people. You have to be able to network with people. You have to be able to reach out and not care if you hear no. No is good. It's a really, really good word. When you get denied, it lights a fire that you have never felt before. It sends you into the, why did they say no? What more could I have done? How could I have improved that conversation? Or, things of that nature. And it's going to make you grow, and it's going to give you maybe the same goal or a new goal and be like, okay, actually this is what I want to do. You have to be able to hear no and take it and learn from it, and then you'll start getting the yeses. You have to be able to put yourself in situations where you want to learn from others. You always have to accept that there is somebody better than you. And I know that's hard to hear, but there is. Somebody's always going to know just a little bit more from you, and you can't look at them as like, they're the know-it-all, they know more than I do, they're always going to be better than me. You want to surround yourself with people who know more than you. That's how you learn, that's how you grow. Let them humble you, and then let them educate you. It is such a vital, important part to this, as you have to be able to grow, you have to be able to talk to people. Networking is the absolute key. You have to have good communication in all relationships. Whether it's a friendship, it's a relationship with the client, you have to have good communication. And when you are able to communicate and you're able to be yourself and you're able to be confident, that is when you're going to start landing your dream clients. Don't be afraid to reach out. If you hear no, let it light that fire, let it elevate you, let it take you somewhere brand new, and just go with it. Just go with your gut. Be confident. You have what it takes, I promise you, and just send it. That's my favorite saying, is send it. Who cares? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. I want this video to give you a little bit of confidence, and if you are on the edge of sending that email, send it. Do it. Don't regret it. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. Sorry again for the nostrils. I know they sound awful. Hit that notification button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.